And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Love with a give to Dillon. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, it's Dillon. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Running right, Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now. Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Dillon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it'll be Dillon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And he fires Here's one, but incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Jackson going to run, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the break, aren't they?
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Jackson will throw again. And this is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. To throw again on second down. Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
The 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Jones again on second down. Broke through some contact, but ultimately only able to get to his own 20.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Love He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Love now to pass on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get it inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Working out of the gun. Love. Open man left side. It's the tight end, DeGuara. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Ready. Check man.
Love now. He'll find DeGuara complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Love looking to throw it. On the move to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So that gets them a little closer, but clearly field goals are not going to be enough to win this game, at least not this deep into it.
Yeah, agreed if this were the second quarter. But since we're in the 4th, still 2 scores down, the question would be, did the field goal do much for you? But we have to admit, from the time we've been calling these games, how fast we've seen teams play, there's still a possibility, right?
Madden moves in a hurry.
Yes, it does.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. And they'll indeed take a knee. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Jacksonville. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Down. 61. Back, watch, right.
On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A give running right, Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And they'll run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Love. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 5. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Love, they go play action now. Caught on the slant. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensive.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, and this one too low.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go. Hey, let's go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Love dancing to his left. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And some room to roam now. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Up the middle, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route. You are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 10 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On the
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Come on, set.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Here's a give to Jones running left. And a short gain here down to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
They'll start on the ground, ETN, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. ETN once more. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play action with Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 22. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Once more, ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's go. Hey, pull through.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Love. His throw incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing. Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. On 4th down, Love. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. A give to ETN running right. And down to the 36-yard line here. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with ETN. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. ETN up the middle, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time. And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference. Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. Love. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's Love. Buying time to his left. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Love looking to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Love. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.